Welcome, and in the words of Duffy, when you get to Warwick Avenue, let's go down to Little Venice. Or something like that, but some of the words were used anyway, you know what I mean. So anyway, welcome to Warwick Avenue on the Bakerloo line. And as you come out, yes, we're going to Little Venice, which is a very short walk away from here. It's now even easier to get this part of London with the new Elizabeth line open because you can get to Paddington and change there and go one stop along. Now, you want to come to Little Venice? Why? Because it's a little piece of London with a canal passing through the middle of it, which is absolutely beautiful. So if you've not been here before, you're going to love this video. If you've been here before, this is going to bring back memories. So sit back and enjoy as we bring you Little Venice. Here we're right at the start of the Regent Canal where it meets the Grand Union Canal in Paddington, and this canal takes you all the way around North London all the way to Limehouse on the River Thames. Now looking up the canal this way, it takes you up to a tunnel which is right at the top there. We're going to walk down towards that, and then if you go through the tunnel it takes you off towards Camden and then eventually to Limehouse going through Angel, and we've got previous videos on that to show you, and if you click on the link in the top right hand corner that will take you there. Here we're looking at the other side, and this is almost round by Paddington Basin, and if you're going to get one of the water buses on from here, this is where you'll pick it up from. Now in this area of the canal, not only can you pick up tours to take you up and down the Regent's Canal, but also just around the corner from here as well is a company called Go Boats. Now we're not sponsored by them at all, you can look them up on the internet, but you can hire your own small boat to have a go on the water yourself. This, as you can see, is the London Water Bus Company, and we have a video coming up on here in a few weeks' time where I took a trip from this space all the way to Camden Market. The route's about 45 minutes and it's a fantastic journey around North London. Again, I'd like to add, we're not being sponsored by them at all, but it really is a good trip and it's well worth doing, and there's some great things to see. Over the other side of the basin there, you've got the Waterside Cafe, which is a great place. You can eat inside or outside. So if you want a snack when you're down in the area and you've got children that want something to drink, then that's a great place. Now what we're going to do is we're going to walk along the towpath and down towards the tunnel, which we showed you from the other side of the bridge, just to show you the boats and the area that is Little Venice. Now a lot of the boats and barges that you'll see by the side here have been here for many years in their homes, and this is quite unusual. This is a puppet theatre barge. Once again, for more information you can Google, and also there's posters up on the barge as well which tells you when the next performances are, which is something extremely novel. Now the boats are constrained to a very slow speed on the canal, so I actually found, and you'll see as we go through this video, it was quicker to walk at a normal pace than it was to take the boat. But to be quite honest, to sit there and watch the world go by, it's well worth taking the trip. Now the area that we're in is over near Maida Vale, and it's a beautiful area, and some of the houses we're going to show you, well, they're lived in by some very rich people, some well-known musicians as well. The name Little Venice is comparatively a recent name for this area, which had been referred to previously as London's Venice for a century before Little was added, and the name was frequently in use in the latter half of the 20th century. Now in this part of the canal there's not a natural towpath, so what we're going to do is we're going to walk up Bloomfield Road, go round and then come back down Maida Avenue, and believe you me, the trip down Maida Avenue when looking is fantastic. Now the houses we're showing you here are in the tens of millions of pounds, and actually this White House you're looking at here is the home of Noel Gallagher. Also you'll notice it's quite hard to walk on this side of the street with the trees planted in the middle of the pavement. But with the trees planted here and their great green canopy hanging over the canal, it's a fantastic walk down, and also look at the scenery it gives you. To have a house within Little Venice is quite something, and therefore the area of what's known as Little Venice has expanded greatly. But if you take it to this piece of area, which is down by the canal, you won't go far wrong. Back at the Paddington Basin, there's been so much redevelopment that a lot of the houses there have been given the tag as well, and also the price tag to go with it. Now the permanently moored up boats that we're looking up down here, some of the barges will be about £30,000 in cost, but the mooring area will be about £150,000, which therefore means living in central London, right near Maida Vale, actually that's quite cheap. Now here we're right by the Maida Hill Tunnel, and this was authorised by an Act of Parliament back in July 1812. The tunnel length itself is only 272 yards, which is 249 metres, so it doesn't take long to get through, but it is very narrow, so therefore boats can only pass it in one direction and they have to wait for each other to come through the tunnel first. The tunnel was finally constructed and built in 1816, and in the following year they were able to open it. The spoil from the excavations was used to level the land north of the canal, which then later became the site of the current Lord's Cricket Ground. The canal had cut through part of the outfield of the second site. When they constructed the tunnel, they forgot to build a towpath, so boats had to be legged through it, which basically meant 3 men working a boat through a tunnel which on boards which they laid on, and they had to then use their feet to take the boat through. Horses at that time which pulled the boats before the tunnel then had to be walked over to the tunnels to meet the boats at the other side. With the men walking the walls, it took about half an hour for the boat to get through to the other side. Now we're going to come back on the other side of the canal, and as you can see this is down Maida Avenue, and look at some of the houses that line on the other side of the street here. It really is quite beautiful. Now, if you want a best view in the house of boats coming towards the tunnel, there's Café La Ville, which you will have seen on the previous parts of the video that we've shown you so far. And that cafe looks straight down the canal towards the bridge that we've come from. And this is one of the go boats, so if you fancy hiring one of these, wow, what an opportunity. But I'd save up first. I really hope you're enjoying this secret part of London, and if you are, do us a favour and give us a thumbs up on the video. This will help us get the video out to more people so they can love London as well. Now in this part of the video we're going to head back towards Warwick Avenue, but we're going to walk down Maida Avenue, and for me, without doubt, and I know I've said it before, this is the best part of the route, so whatever you do, make sure that you do come back this way, because it just gives you the beautiful view up and down the canal. A lot of the buildings here on the left hand side will be different apartments, and I wonder how much they cost. Yes, if anyone wants to look it up, it's Maida Avenue, Maida Vale. Wow, I bet it's a lot of money. But then again, look at the view you've got going across when you open your curtains of a morning. Right, so we're in the area of Little Venice, but this is all around Maida Vale. Now, Maida Vale is just down the road from St John's Wood and Kilburn, which is on the really busy Edgware Road, which actually is behind the restaurant we told you a little bit about earlier. The whole area was named after a pub, which was called the Maida. The name itself referenced General Sir John Stuart, who was made Count of Maida of the town of Calabria by King Ferdinand IV of Naples and III of Sicily after a victory at the Battle of Maida in 1806. And the pub itself this whole area took its name after was right by the Regent Canal on the Edgware Road. Yes, we just walked past it. This whole area is one of those that gets sort of missed because people make it to Camden and Camden Market because it is so well known and very, very touristy. Yet Little Venice does get left out of the picture. So welcome to our part of Secret London, and if you get a chance to get down here and the weather is beautiful, then there's nothing like a great day down by the side of the Regent's Canal. The best way to see Little Venice, without doubt, is from the water. So whatever you do, make sure you do take the London River bus. And I would really do suggest as well you go online and book your ticket in advance. We've done the trip, we've got it filmed, we'll be bringing it to you shortly. But when I grabbed it, then there were loads and loads of people getting it. And that was in the middle of a normal workday. Again, this is just another one of those parts of London where you have to pinch yourself and remind yourself you are that close to Oxford Street. Yes, you're in central London. So, what did you like most about Little Venice? Why not let us know in the comments down below? Thanks for watching the video and really hope you enjoyed it. Now, I'm going to leave you with the video up in the top right hand corner of our walk, which was from Coal Drops Yard just behind King's Cross Station, all the way round through Camden Market and to Regent's Park, which is what some of the boat trip coming through Little Venice takes you. So, if you click on that, see you in there.